Hey, how you doing? It's Mr. Twisted Ass 454 here, fucking pounded. Anyway, before we proceed to read more chapters out of my collection, I have to go get myself a drink. I'll be right back. Ah, some good old vodka. You can't go wrong with some vodka. Lighter's out of fluid. You believe this shit? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, you believe this shit? All my lighters are out of fluid. Come on, Vic. Come on. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. See? Now we're getting somewhere. Fucking cheers. Ooh. That was probably, whatever I poured into that cup was probably the equivalent of 2 shots. Some strong shit. Anyway, none of that really matters anyway. What matters is we are indeed going to be reading some chapters out of my book. I haven't decided which ones yet. That's the thing. How about, should we go with some classics or some of my newer pieces? I haven't quite decided yet, to be honest. Well, don't ask me why I wear the goggles. I got a thing for goggles, okay? Here's a good one. Poopervert Elderly Services. This is kind of a, the chapter I'm about to read to you is extremely graphic and offensive. If you offend easily, or at all for that matter, you might want to click on the little X button on the top right-hand corner of your computer screen. Poopervert Elderly Services is essentially about a group of CNAs that does not actually charge money for its services. It works for free on the condition that the employees, well, I don't want to give it away just yet. The employees can wipe the old people's asses with their tongues. Okay. Shall we begin? Enough mumbo jumbo. Poopervert Elderly Services, LLC. Do you have an old shriveled up parent, granny, gramps, or some other codger just loafing around? Are you tired of wiping ass and fucking with medications to keep these old fucks alive? Ma, stop shitting all over me. Do I know you? I almost have the puzzle solved with the medications. If you're watching this, chances are you ain't got no money for a nursing home or home care. Probably denied by Medicare. But there is a new non-profit company that will come to your house and do everything to take care of your wrinkled up, has-been, waste-of-space old loved ones. We prepare meals, clean, bathe, we mean everything, free of charge. Or is it? No gimmicks, on one condition. Our staff will have the shitty yet exquisite privilege of using their tongues to wipe Granny's ass. For instance. You see that guy right there? That you might think he's eating out an old lady. No, he is not. Eating out, in sexual terms, means licking a woman's vagina. That's not what this guy is doing. This guy is actually licking an old lady's butthole with shit pouring out of it in the same manner that that oil well in the Gulf, the oil well in the Caribbean Ocean did. Okay? The Gulf oil spill. Shit is seeping out of her ass in the same manner. And he's going slurp, 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 scarfing that shit up. Okay. Our employees will be sure to include a tax credit if they get a nice golden shower, courtesy of your old has-been granny or grampy. Oh yeah, soak me up, Gramps. Piss on me and turns me on. Oh, baby. Oh. I mean, it's actually written like that. See? He's getting a golden shower from Grandpa. Anyway, we also offer something most elderly home care providers do not. On-the-house funeral arrangements. That's right, on the house. Of your loved ones. I mean, come on. Let's face it. They're old, worn out, in the way, and gonna die soon anyway. With that being said, we only ask one thing in return. That as a condition of on-the-house funeral arrangements, we get to borrow the old corpse of your loved one we're taking care of for a munging ritual. It's really not a big deal. Now, in the fine print, I even have a fine print contract written inside the chapter. It reads like this. Fine print says, you agree to lend us the corpse of your deceased mother, father, grandpa, grandma, uncle, aunt, elderly sex slave, what have you, for the purpose of putting his or her corpse on a table and performing munging, which is where one guy, usually an illegal alien or asshole, such as a wetback, beaner, spick, goof, nigger, white trash, nigger in need of crack money, what have you, what have you, jumps up and down on a corpse's abdomen, or uses a sledgehammer, and one of our CEOs will be at the backside, taking in a face full of fermented vaginal fluid, shit, or fusion of both, depending on whether the corpse is male or female. In the mouth as well, and say, oh, give me some. Then say, oh, baby, you get my rocks off, baby. Oh, yeah. Or they might say something along the lines of, oh, give me some. Oh, I got poop in my face. Something kind of to that effect. So. Now, I warn you, this picture I'm about to show you, it may make some of you laugh, but it might give some of you nightmares. It's pretty fucking disturbing, I'm not gonna lie. If you offend easily, or if you have a weak stomach, or you offend at all for that matter, I would strongly recommend that you go in the other room. Seriously. You ready? I'm gonna count to This is a depiction of a Mung job. Very rarely do I actually illustrate Mung jobs. So, here goes. 1, 2, 3. There it is. See? There is the Mexican that hopped over the fence that needed a job really bad, whacking the abdomen of the corpse with a sledgehammer. And there is the CEO taking in a face full of fermented vaginal fluid and shit while masturbating and coming on his shirt. I know, it's pretty fucking messed up. What you saw above was indeed a Mexican paid under the table. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, paid under the table, hitting old female corpse's abdomen with a sledgehammer, feet suspended with chains. CEO opening his mouth to catch all the poop and pussy fluid gushing out of her corpse at a high rate of speed while masturbating and coming on himself. I already mentioned that, but I had to read it because that's part of the text, see? In some of my videos, some of my old videos before I took them down, there was a little spider monkey stuffed animal I'd always have, and he'd always say, "You're a fucking sick fuck." There he is. I even included him as a character in my book. Our company has a one hand washes the other policy. Sounds like mafia shit. With our company, the old folks give us a little something. Feces, because everyone on our staff is a fecal philiac. In other words, gets sexual gratification from playing with eating poop. So, if you're a broke ass, good news. Absolutely no money down. No money at all, as a matter of fact. Just a body and some poop. And we will take care of all of your elderly care needs. Such as this guy. Now, here is another picture that is relatively disturbing, but maybe funny to some of you. There is an old man taking a shit in his commode. But there's a trap door that leads to the dungeon of the headquarters, in which there is a gentleman, I don't know if you'd want to call him a gentleman, standing in a pile of feces and human remains. And all the poop is landing into an ice cream cone, and he's licking the ice cream cone full of poop. It's kind of like Two Girls, One Cup, but like a little bit worse. Thank God it's a cartoon illustration. If it were like a real movie, I don't think I could even handle it, tell you the truth. That just about concludes Poopervert Elderly Services. Now, another chapter we're going to talk about is, oh boy. Oh, here we go. We're running out of time. Featuring DMV. Once upon a time. Shirley was an old woman, 95 years of age to be exact. She was on her deathbed. A stranger had walked in her room. They chatted for a few minutes. Eventually, the man asks if he could have sex with her. She looks at the clock, observes her oxygen and pulse machine, and scornfully says, "We're running out of time." The man says, "No, you're running out of time, my dear. I got all the time in the world." There they are. See? Now, worst part about it is, of course, she does nothing other than die. The man proceeds in fucking the recently deceased old woman. Right before he comes inside her, he immediately pulled out, thinking, "Oh shit, the registration on my car expires today. Better go to motor vehicle. Department of Motor Vehicles, to be exact." You guessed it. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly shit. It is rather odd that all this guy could think about was the registration on his car. Like, if you're in the heat of the moment and about to come, who gives a shit whether the registration on your car is about to expire? This guy does. To make matters worse, he lived in New Jersey. So that meant he had to go to the New Jersey motor vehicle. Later that day, this guy, this stranger, was waiting in line at motor vehicle for 3 fucking hours, which felt like eternity. Why did the staff at DMV take so goddamn long to serve its customers, or victims to be more accurate? As mentioned in another chapter in this collection, DMV was indeed a satanic organization that would torture people who drove uninsured vehicles, perform dangerous, life-threatening satanic rituals on people who didn't return license plates on time, masturbate to people failing license tests, fornicate with animals either pre- or post-mortem, try to impersonate the Illuminati since they were posers who did a poor job at this, along with a variety of other deviant and depraved activities. Like, for instance, here is a guy that drove a car uninsured. See? There's a guy with the skin from his abdomen peeled back like an orange peel. And the guy at DMV is sticking, notice he's dressed in an executioner garb. The guy from DMV is sticking a hot iron bar in his innards to try to get a confession out of him. Does this sound familiar to you? For those of, just intermission for a moment, before we continue the story, by the way, it's not just Satanists that do shit like this. Guess what? The fucking Christians did this shit too. Look up the Spanish Inquisition. They did a lot of fucked up shit to people, okay? Which we're going to have another chapter about that sooner or later. Okay, anyway. Here, there is another depiction in which a man is tied to a wheel, which resembles a pentagram, surrounded by candles, skulls, and an upside down, and an inverted crucifix. There is a man from motor vehicle that walks in with a robe, a knife, and a bowl. Because this dude didn't return his license plates on time. And that's him. There's a guy masturbating to someone failing their test. The New Jersey DMV entrance has babies crying, wah, wah, and all the people waiting in line are all the way out to the fucking street. Because the line is a 1/4 mile long. 3 to 4 hours later, stranger renews his registration on his car. The DMV officer says, "Take your shit and get lost, you fuck. Give me my money so I can take money from the next fuckstick in line." "Am I all set?" he says. "Shall I give away the ending?" "Nah, I think I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away. I do not want to give it away. And I think for now that will be all for the moment. I'm going to start trying to keep these videos 20 minutes or shorter. So I hope you enjoyed. My next videos are going to be about chapters DOT Oppression, Rise of the Road Reich, which is like where the DOT are similar to Nazis. It's a very good chapter. Cadaver Ranch is another one we will be talking about. Another one I will be reading to you. Very good story. I might go into Blind Dates Gone Terribly Wrong, Home Improvement Gone Terribly Wrong, and House Arrest Gone Terribly Wrong. Those are 5 chapters that I may talk about in 2 or 3 different videos to come. So stay tuned for some more great material. Okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up and subscribe. And if you give me a thumbs down or give me shit, well, you could take your thumb, shove it up your ass, and as a matter of fact, if I had some lube, I'd hand you some lube to the computer screen to help you out with it. Because as I've said, I have had a lot of fucking problems with these assholes on YouTube. I'm not going to lie to you. You know. But I shouldn't say that. That's relatively immature of me. So, anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.